I got a new lathe from my brother last Christmas and I needed a place to store it and a workbench to use it on. So I decided to make a simple workbench out of scrap wood. I grabbed 4 4x4s and began cutting them all down to the same length on the miter saw. I then sanded them down to clean them up. From here I grabbed an old tabletop and cut it down to my desired width. I then cut down some 2x4s to the right size to fit the tabletop. So for those of you who don't know, to size everything correctly when making a box, you need to first decide what your desired width is going to be. In this case, it's going to be the tabletop width. So to cut this piece, you take your desired length minus the width of both of these pieces. The next step from here was to screw the legs into the 2x4s. I then screwed in the tabletop to the base from the underside. I wanted to add an extra shelf for storing. I screwed in a 2x4 on each side to allow me to support an additional shelf. This was simply held in by screws. I then removed the sharp edges using a roundover bit in my router. Finally, I added some caster wheels to allow me to wheel out my lathe when needed. And this is it. This is a pretty simple design and can be easily modified to be bigger or smaller depending on how you want to use it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If not, then you know what to do. Take it easy.